Hello everyone, this is Lakeysha Leonard, your business coach and trainer for today's Mailchimp review. And we're going to go over how to get started, how to sign up, how to create your first list, how to add people to your list, and how to create your sign up form. So I want to just first let you know that I absolutely love Mailchimp because it has a forever free version, which simply means just that. So we're going to get started. So let's sign up for free. And this part of it works just like any other website log on that you may have. And it's very, very simple. You don't have to have anything special. Okay. Now, for the username, it's preferred that you use your email address, but I used it in another video already, and it's not letting me use it again. So normally you would use your email address twice there. We don't need it saved, not this time, but you can definitely do that if you want to. You're going to receive an email to activate your account, and here it is. I'm going to activate. Mailchimp is just so wonderful. And I hope that all of you, once you get started with it, that you love it too. Okay, we're going to say that we're not a robot, unless you really are. That's just a joke for me. Select all images with a skateboard. Okay, there's a skateboard. There's a skateboard. There's a skateboard. I think those are all the images. Okay, confirm. It may or may not ask you to confirm some images. So for this part, I'm just going to use a name. I'm going to use Mary Jane. And the email address is the one that I use. Now these questions, the first two, I'm just going to pick the first option. You choose whichever option is best for you. For this, as far as importing, do you have a list of emails to import? For now, say no. Are you setting this up for a client? No. If you are, then say yes. Review the CAN-SPAM Act and International Spam Law when you get the opportunity. It just simply talks about not spamming people, being legitimate, okay? The company or organization, we're going to use, I don't know, Acme Company. Website URL, I'm just going to use one that I've used before. The address, one that I've used before. Don't know how that got there, Grand Prairie, but it was there, so I'm going to keep it there. And again, these options, just choose the one that is appropriate for your business. Oh, this is the emails to get started. Okay, save and something it said. All right, so we are moving to our dashboard. We're not going to get the tips and hints right now. Now, when you first log on to Mailchimp, you're either going to see status report or of your last campaign, or you'll see the dashboard. Now, for the dashboard, we're going to focus on creating a list, okay? And create. Okay. Now, the name that you choose for your list needs to be something that you don't mind people seeing. So you want to make it nice, sweet, and simple, but very engaging. So in this case, I'm just going to call it Acme Company Newsletter. The default from email is basically the email address that you want people to see when it says who the email is coming from. So I'm just going to use the email I use to sign on. Same thing with default from name. What name do you want to show there? I'm going to use Mary Jane, the business coach. You can use whatever you want, whatever version of your name that you want. Just remember, the audience will see it, but the recipients will see it. I'm sorry. Now you want to remind people how they got on your list, why they're receiving this email. You can use Mailchimp's option example, okay? You are receiving this email because you opted in at our website. Okay. This is part of the canned spam and the international spam law. So you need an address. And then notifications. How often do you want Mailchimp to notify you that you have received a new subscriber or that someone unsubscribed? I'm going to leave it blank for now, but you can definitely choose one of those options and still have the same results. So we're going to save. Okay, so now this is what your list looks like now that it's set up. You have no subscribers. You can definitely import subscribers, but I like to add one subscriber. I like to add myself, okay? And I like to add myself because I want to see the emails exactly the way that my recipients are seeing them. So I'm going to add the email address. I'm going to add my name. And I'm going to check this box stating that this person gave me permission to be added to my list. You want to be very particular about this part of list building because you don't want to get you don't want people saying that you spam a lot. And you don't want to add people to your list who don't know that you're adding to your list. And then they start getting emails from you, and when they unsubscribe, they will say, I never signed up for this list. Now, we do know people forget, but for the most part, you don't want that. And this box is, if this person is already on my list, update their file. So Mailchimp will try to match and see if that person already exists. Just click subscribe. Oops. So now we have one subscriber. That's what this one means. And so you're going to go to manage subscribers. We're going to view subscribers. And we have our one subscriber. Really quick, member rating. Mailchimp rates your subscribers based on how active they are with the emails. You know, if they open every email or if they click on the links in the emails, they automatically get stars, okay? Based on their activity, how well they're engaging with your emails. Okay, so now that you have one subscriber, here's where you export your list. And the reason why I like doing it this way, even though it's just one person on the list, is because I want to see the columns that need to be there so that I could make sure that everything else lines up and I can import, okay? So now we're going to move on to sign up forms. Sign up form is where people are going to fill out the information you asked for in hopes of being added to your list. And we know that they would definitely be added because of Mailchimp. You have this. So I want you right now to ignore these other options. They do not apply at this time. And we're going to do general forms. So Mailchimp is really easy to maneuver around, as you can see. And so when you're doing sign up forms, you want to do the whole list of forms. Here's your list. Okay, here's your list. All of the subscribe parts, the unsubscribe parts, the updating the profile part. and some other stuff, okay? So once you create your sign up form, go through each one of these. Make sure that it reads the way you want it to read, or if you want to keep Mailchimp's information that they already have, you can do that, but some people do change that information to what they like, okay? So now to the form. This is the sign up form. You can change this information. You can add an image if you want by clicking use image. You can add a message. I'm just going to add a quick message. I'm going to say sign up for our newsletter. Exclamation mark. Save and close. And I want to remove last name. I only ask for first name and email. You can certainly ask for whatever information you want. Let's say that you were collecting information to add people to your catalog and you had it posted on your site to where they click it and get added to your log. In order to do that, you're going to need to ask for address. So you'll have more things you want to add. And you can add that by over here in add field and the field settings. Okay, see birthdays and addresses and zip codes, phone numbers, things like that. So for now, I just want first name and email address. I'm going to hide last name. So I'm going to make it hidden. And then I want to take the first name and make sure that it's required. So people can't just submit with their email address only. They have to do both. The next thing I want to do is check email address to make sure that it is required as well. Is it going to let me? Okay, email address required. Yes, it is. Okay. So now I want to drag first name above email because I want it to be first. It just, for me, it's just a preference thing. You can do it however you want. And then subscribe to list, and then the Mailchimp logo will always be there because you have a free account. So now you can design it. You can change the colors of the background and the text colors and however you want to do it. Just click here and choose your color. Well, click here, I'm sorry, and choose your color. I want to choose a greenish color. If you know your colors, you can put those numbers in and it will go right to your color. Okay, so here's my form. Not very fancy yet, but I just want to show you how it works. Okay, you can do headers and you know, other things. And translate it, you know, you can set the translation to auto-translate so that it translates into whatever language the user has on their computer. Okay. Just remember to go back and review all of these and make sure it is exactly how you want it to look and that everything is cohesive. Okay. The last thing, you get your sign up form URL. And this is what you send to people or you link to get them on your list. And that's pretty much it. It's just that simple to create a list. In our next training, we're going to talk about how to create your first email campaign. Have a good one. See you next time.